Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let's see what the market got for us. Let's start with some post analysis, looking at what happened yesterday. Okay, just like we discussed, a break below this particular zone will indicate further drop. However, if you observe closely, price failed to break and close below this support. Price failed to break and close below the support, gave a retracement, retest, fulfilled retest of this low, but failed to continue. Rather, made new highs and continued printing new highs. Okay, so yesterday price didn't do for the sales, but I am not surprised. Why? Because, like I said yesterday, this particular price level is an area of concern because all of this is some demand zone. Okay, some demand zone, but as you can see, price has not broken this resistance yet to indicate further bullish momentum. So I'm not just going to rush into taking buys because I see price printing some bullish candles. I want to see a break above this level, something of this nature, come for some retest as in retracement, then so that resistance would now become support. Then I'll be looking forward to what buys to ride the market going upwards. But in the interim, potential sales could occur right below the zone. Let's say we have something of this nature, sales could occur here. So this is scenario 1 and this is scenario 2. Okay, but what I'm looking at is what I call some kind of indecision. Okay, price is not ranging yet, but it's giving that kind of vibe because yes, we are still in this seller's territory. Look at the retracement so far. So you see that although buyers are here, but they have not come with that kind of promise to say, hey, we are the buyers, where are the sellers, let's consume your order, let's fill your order. But at the moment, buyers are still showing some weakness. I'm not surprised because, like I said, until price crosses this particular zone here, which price is still hanging in this zone, and until price breaks this resistance, I am still what skeptical about taking any buys. Yeah, if we had taken buys yesterday, would have gone with this flow, but you see how momentum is not really, unlike, look at this, kaboom, look at this, kaboom, but look at this, very weak bullish momentum. The strength of the buyers are quite weak compared to the sellers. So a break above, come for some retracement, then joining the guys to continue the bullish rally. So for GJ today, what I am looking at, this is the kind of condition that I just feel like observing what market to give right now. I'm not getting that kind of vibe that says, okay, put a sell stop here, put a buy stop here. Yes, I know a pending order could suffice, but I wouldn't just want to place a pending order. I want to see market construct the kind of setup that I have observed for years, okay, over half a decade right now. I want to see market construct that kind of setup so that I'll be confident entering. I don't want to just enter because I feel like entering. No, we don't pass that stage. Okay, so what I'm looking at is very simple. I'm looking for sales, potential sales below this zone, potential buys above this zone. So this is a range you want to stay out. You don't want to do anything in this range. So buys above, sells below. It's as simple as that. But at the moment, I will always give you the real gist. At the moment, I would just like to see price do what it's got to do right now. So even if price is approaching here, I would not be determined to take any sales. I will not be in a hurry to take any sales because if you take sales, you're selling into this zone, which is not very conducive. If you take buys, buys look promising, but not right now. Buys look promising above this zone to go up. So this is what I'm looking at for GJ. Okay. Now let's see other prospects. As you can see, gold printed out beautiful, just like we predicted yesterday based on the forecast. Okay. Sell, potential sales below here. As at when I was doing the forecast, potential, I looked at here, I said, okay, buyers could be taking on the break of this resistance with stop loss below here. But like I said yesterday, you'll be buying into a zone where sellers are what? Still strong. Okay, look at this. Look at how price went up here. Compare with this. I know you will say it's the news, but forget about fundamentals right now. Think about just the candles, the strength of the candles. Look at this momentum, compare with this, then compare with this. That's because right now, price was in buyer's domain. So if I was trading that FOMC yesterday, I would have placed my buy stop here, but this would have been my potential stop loss to take my 1 arrow first of all, then keep runner as you've noticed. But price is holding in what I would call a money spot. What do I mean? Yes, it's the potential, the probability of price going as in rallying is higher than the probability of price dipping. However, based on my top-down analysis, price is hanging in a situation whereby it's just like what I said about GJ. It's not giving that vibe like, okay, I want to go for some confident buys or some confident sells. It's not really like trending. But what I'm looking at right now is the setup right now is certainly a buy setup. So, but you see this particular horizontal line, it's an area of concern because price went up once, failed to break above. Let me take this out. Price went up once, failed to break and close above, went failed to break and close above. Then so far price has been hovering here. So what I'm looking at is I could have taken buys from here going up, then potential sells from here coming down. So this is the range right now. This particular zone, you just want to stay out of it, just like we did for GJ. No buys here, no sells here. Unless you want to take counter trend, just like it occurred on gold some days back here. Yes, we were looking for buys, but we saw some selling opportunity which I took from here. I entered here, stop loss above the market structure, then it dipped. Then added another position, I think somewhere around here. Then it did another dipping here. So what I'm looking at, perhaps like this, on the break of this low, there's possibility that price could dip further because of this clean traffic. But instead of anticipating a sell, which is a counter trend sell, let us anticipate the buys, which will take us in the direction of the current guy who started this bullish momentum. So I'm looking for buys above here. In fact, it is safer to just wait for buys to print again, no problem. Let it go above this zone, buys to print again, then we can take it perhaps New York session, or you wait for sales to come down like this, then you take sales going down. So it depends on you. At the moment, I'm not feeling that kind of, the market is just not giving me that vibe this morning. Okay, so like I like taking trades that I get that positive feeling. Okay, I know some people say trading has no feeling attached, but when you've been trading for years, you'd one way or the other develop some sixth sense that makes you feel like, nah, this I'm not getting that vibe I'm supposed to get. It doesn't come with emotion, it just comes with experience. So I'm not getting that vibe I'm supposed to get, so I would just like observe what is going on. But at the moment, what I can say is that there's promise for GJ going up, there's promise for gold going up compared to coming down. So, but if it comes down because of this clear weakness I am noticing, on the break of this low, we could see some counter trend sales coming down in this zone because this is clean traffic coming down from here to here. So price could just mirror this bullish candle coming down, but this is counter trend and this is aggressive. On the other hand, a break above here could indicate more buys. So this is just what I'm looking at for, but I'm not going to take any trade at the moment. I'm not placing any buy or sell order. Unlike yesterday when I could place buy or sell order, or the day before that, or the day before that, or the day before that. Right now, we've made over, in less than 2 months, we've made over 16+%, depending on how you're managing your position. Okay, so let's I prefer we secure our capital than take some risk because we feel like, don't fidget, just calm down. If we had placed a buy stop here yesterday, yeah, we would have gotten this, but woulda, shoulda, coulda doesn't make anyone rich. I knew why I didn't take any trade yesterday during I think New York 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. because trading during the news will not give you that kind of profit you want. Let me be frank. Today you might win it, the next day it might hit your stop loss, not because you are wrong, but because of guys like this. See this bottom wick just came down to do absolutely nothing, then reverse for the upside. Without news, it would not print this dip before flipping. Let's see how news made the market to just give somebody that fugazi feeling. Okay, fugazi. Okay, let's look at Bitcoin. Definitely, I know Bitcoin would go up since there is clear weakness in the dollar. Based on correlation, if the dollar is, I know it doesn't occur all the time, but there's this vibe you get after observing the market for a long time. And just like we said, look at it. Bitcoin did some bullish rally, as in bullish momentum yesterday, rallied. Okay, after giving us our 1 arrow, price just continue rallying. Now, if I took any trade on Bitcoin yesterday, yes, I could have said, let me take my buys here, with my stop loss here, but then I would be holding this. But all the same, I've not given up on Bitcoin, trying to go up as in continue the bullish rally. But look, what I'm going to be very kinda, what I'll be looking at very closely is something of this nature. Hold on, let me just check something. Okay, what I'll be looking at is price is behaving very beautifully. So okay, now we are in what is the same range that the other pound yen and gold was showing me. Yes, I know that there is promise for price to go up. There is promise. I didn't say probability. There is promise that price could go up. But I would only be more interested in taking buys on the break of this. In fact, out of this zone. This zone, as you can see, look at the buyer's momentum. Sellers are quite weak in a zone where you have the supply zone. This is supply zone for sellers and it's bigger than the new money, which is the demand zone for buyers. So if you don't understand the concept I'm mentioning right now, I understand. But if you do, kudos. If you don't, you can ask question after this presentation. For you who is going to watch the video, you can place your comments and I will treat it as quickly as possible. So I would want to take buys only above this zone. I repeat, only above this zone. Then for sells will be below this zone to come down. In this particular range, I just will stay out of anything here. Yes, price could dip further like this, but it is safer to take sells below here. Okay, so this is all I got for you today on pound yen, gold, and our crypto or kryptonite, just like Elon Musk said, a kryptonite, which is Bitcoin. Okay, so thanks for staying tuned. If you have any question, now is your time to ask. For you who will be watching it on YouTube, you can place your comment and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button and give likes for the good YouTube algorithm. Okay, bye for now. Cheers.